Welcome to Kids in the Tank. I'm Tommy Hummel, and with me in the tank today, we got Hunter, Jenna, and Damien. We are fired up about our first guest on the show, Jason Feifer. He's editor-in-chief of Entrepreneur Magazine and host of the podcast Pessimist's Archive. Jason, you are now in the hot seat.
Ooh, the hot seat in the tank.
Hi, Jason.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So, it's me, Hunter, right now. We were just wondering where you're taking the call from right now.
I am taking the call from my bedroom in Park Slope, Brooklyn, New York. My wife is watching TV in the living room, so this is where I am.
So you're from New York, correct? That's where you live right now?
I am now. I grew up in South Florida and then spent some time in Massachusetts and then moved to New York for a job at Men's Health, and I've been here ever since.
Okay. So, I have a question for you starting off. After being named editor-in-chief, Ryan Shea, the CEO of Entrepreneur Magazine, said, quote, "You have a deep understanding of our audience," end quote. How do you get an understanding for your audience, and is there certain demographics that you're targeting in your articles that you write?
Yeah, so that was a very generous quote from Ryan. I mean, to be totally honest with you, when I took the job, the thing that I was most concerned about was having to speak for the community of entrepreneurship, because I didn't come up in entrepreneurship. I came up as a journalist, and that's the kind of funny secret about journalism, is that people who run publications are not often of the world that the publication covers. So when I was at Men's Health, for example, I wasn't like some jacked dude, and I wasn't working with a bunch of jacked dudes. I was just a guy who knew how to make magazines, and I do feel certainly that I've come to really appreciate and understand and love the world of entrepreneurship and are surrounded by it, right? I have a lot of friends who are business people. My dad is a small business person. And I have really approached my own career very entrepreneurially and in constantly thinking about how I can kind of reinvent myself and do things better. And that is really the core, I think, of entrepreneurism, is people who make things happen. And so I thought, the more I thought about it, the more I realized that, like, in this new world of entrepreneurship, I get it, because entrepreneurship doesn't mean small business people and tax tips. Entrepreneurship means a mindset. It means risk taking and problem solving and feeling lonely and crazy, and who hasn't had that experience? And so in this new world of entrepreneurship, this kind of big tent world of entrepreneurship, yeah, I totally feel like I get it. But how do I do it? I mean, listen, the answer is like any other journalist. I talk to people constantly. I say yes to a lot of crazy meetings. I go to conferences. I talk up everybody, and I love that basically every time I have a conversation with somebody, I feel like I walk away and I've learned something.